folks, what's up? How's your week been? For me, okay, it's Sunday, it just started. I just got off of work and I already took off my hair. It's a done deal. But since I didn't take off my makeup, I felt like I wanted to have a conversation. And we can try to plan at the same time. I started doing my calendar for the month. It's never busy. That's perfectly fine with me. But I have not started on, oh, because this is upside down from the way that it normally is. All right, that's fine. Okay, no wonder why the camera couldn't find my face. Anyway, I still have my weekly to do, so we can work on that while we talk. Um, what am I doing? Click. Let me put it on the different tool. Just one moment. What are we talking about? Me and my new job. Why is it not changing? Thank you. I did already fill the background. I didn't pull any new stickers, but I did make some. So we have to grab them. This is really calling out to me. Let's grab it. And let's copy it and paste it over here. Let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Oh, you can't paste over something that you've already, it's a sticker already. Maybe it's tired of me using my finger. What is going on? Why won't it paste? So frustrating. Let me try to copy it again. Copy and then paste. Okay. I think I tiled them, so let me see. I did tile them, so I can make it as long as I need it to be. Okay, it's not that much longer. It would be the same as the page. But back to our discussion. Oh my goodness. People are so interesting. So, with my new job, I assist people with flights and etc., hotels, and we all know that there's chaos occurring in the world right now, and people are stuck traveling. And okay, I get it. You want to get home or to wherever it is you need to be, right? But people are just so like, where are you? You like, we don't know how to act when there's a war occurring. I mean, wars, plural, occurring. So I feel like a lot of people just want to have some sort of normalcy. So either I have no idea, but it's interesting the people that you talk to when you're trying to assist them and tell them what's occurring with the flights. The rest of the world just doesn't come into it. It's some people are, it's a mix, it's a toss up, I suppose. But but we don't have any music. That's fine. It's still playing. It's just on mute because the commercials started coming in really loud. So I think my computer was yelling at me to pay it some attention because I haven't been. Wish I could work from home. That would be fantastic. But anyway, just whew, talk about stress. I mean, oh my goodness. That's why I haven't been on. That's part of the reason why I haven't been on, because I just have been a little bit exhausted. Okay, I'm not going to worry about perfection. Let's move on to the next thing, because I said that I would only record for 1 hour. Might be a little bit longer than 1 hour, but approximately 1 hour. And since I don't have to be at work until 2 p.m., that would give me 12 hours to get enough sleep, get some food, and whatever else I need to do before I get to work. So I don't know what the point of that was anymore. I know this is big, but I'm on, well, it's showing me two separate things. Oh, okay. Because this right here is the screen for, what's the name of the planner we use? Noteful. And this is the screen for, well, this one doesn't have any, see, I can still see the tabs, and I'm like, what? I thought I was out of that. It was confusing for a bit, so I do apologize. I made some more papers. I'm at the point where I just actually like decorating the planner, whether I have something to write in it or not. That's a completely different story, so bear with me. Let's, oh, okay, and then we're going to duplicate it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's only 8, huh? Okay, and then we're going to crop it. I could keep it short and only crop the ones that I want to use, but at the same time, it's like when you're working, work. So there's that for me. And I haven't decided which one I want. Maybe I want two. What colors am I going to use? Okay. I think I want this one and this one. I'll save them in a minute as I'm using it. For a minute there, I don't know what I was doing, but the crop lines would stay in place for each one, and I would just have to move this over like so, but for some reason it won't do it anymore or something. I don't know. Okay, let's use these. Do they match? Of course they match. I made them all at the same time. That's bothersome. Okay, then I won't need these because I can just recrop them from any one of the three that I'm going to use. So let's put this one right here, or better yet, over here. Let's put this one over here, or let's put this one over here. Yeah, that's better. What I can do is, actually, let me make it larger. And then let's bring down the opacity until we can see the dates, the calendar right there. And then we can put this one just on a random Tuesday, because that is the middle of the week. I think I would like for this one to, I don't want to move it all to the back, but that's fine. I'll move it to the back, and then I'll move this to the back. Oops. Okay, try again. Okay, like that. And we can make Tuesday into a peekaboo. That's the middle of my work week. So let's grab some more stickers. Where are the stickers? Over here. Okay. I made a lot. Oh, I know what I wanted to use. These. But is that going to go with the color scheme? Let me see what it will give me if I just copy the subject. So hilarious, but okay. I will keep this for now, and we can put that on today. And then let's grab some more stickers. Let's try one of these. Let's see what it gives us when we copy the subject. That'll make for the least amount of, it gave us the whole thing. Wow, how nice. Okay, it gave us the whole thing. Can you believe? What I will need to do is make this the width of set a day and move this to right here. I guess they can overlap, but I would prefer this one to be on top. And for that to be about right there. Okay. Interesting. But I also want for this one to the line to be even. So I'm going to pull that down a little bit. That would make me feel better because I feel anxiety from what's going on. Let's see if we can. Do we have enough boxes? We do. Do we have enough farm animals? We do not. Which farm animal do we want to use? We have butterflies and everything. Jackrabbit. I like the jackrabbit. The jackrabbit is a little camouflaged. How about we grab, oh, I should have grouped these together. What's going to occur is if I group these two images together, then it's going to group the background. And I don't want that to happen because it's a white background. So what I'm going to do is I am going to temporarily move I would have to move the background by itself. I put arranged, that's not what I meant. We need to move it to another layer. But I'm not on that layer, so it's not going to matter. It's only going to work with what I have on this layer. I'm going to group those together. See, they're grouped together. And then I'm going to move this background. Oh, I must go to that layer. Oh, I'll put it on handwriting. And then I must move this back to sticker layer. I guess that's the bottommost layer. And then I'm going to select it again. I'm going to go to that layer and then select it again and then move it to the back. And then boom! These two are now grouped together. So if I move it, if I decide to change the camouflage bunny, let's see if we have a better bunny or a better woodland creature that won't get lost in the background. Probably because I want to choose all of the same colors. Let's see. Okay, this one doesn't get lost in the background. Let me delete the jackrabbit and keep the squirrel. And then dolls, but let's grab some. Oh, I made some cottages, some spring cottages. I don't want a cottage. I used a cottage in the monthly calendar, and I made some tapes, washi. Let's use one of them. We can use it on Tuesday. Let's see. We don't need to use it on Tuesday, but let's just grab one for the heck of it. Let's grab this one. Okay, and then let's crop it freehand and make it actually look like tape. Oh, oops. You have to start on the image. Maybe that's a little too wild over there. Okay. Did it get? Oh, it did. And then what we're going to do is shrink it down, and we can bring in another. Let's see what we can bring in. I made all kinds of stuff. This is relaxing. I just, on my weekdays or my days off, I'm not interested in anything. I'm pretty sure I made some. I didn't make other butterflies. Oh no. Okay. Let's see which one of these butterflies I would want to grab. I can't believe I didn't make more butterflies. I just didn't get around to it. I don't believe. Oh no. Clearly did not get around to it. You can even see how the Artson is the bot's name for my mid journey. You can even, it's male and female versions of the bot. You get both perspectives. And sometimes I can tell which perspective is showing me images. I haven't had a conversation with my art bot in some time, so I must get on that. But butterflies, well, we can always make butterflies. I will try to keep it simple and not make a whole bunch. I can go back up to these, and I want to use the same text, and then just change some of the words, if you will. then I will put butterfly. No. Okay, let's cut that and then use the text, and let's use the keyboard. Okay. Let's see what we get. All right. We only need one, so I will accept the first one right here because that feels like it matches the. Let me let it finish rendering. Feels like it matches the tone of the page. Okay. And where do we want to put the butterfly? In between Thursday and Friday. Or, yeah, because Thursday is my Friday. I'll be so happy when the weekend comes. But I can't seem to have enough energy to get out of the house to want to do anything, even the things that I know I have to do. It's so frustrating. I know what I want to do. I want to, I think it's this one, duplicate it and crop it. Oh, that's how you get the size to move. You have to duplicate it from the cropped version. Got it, got it, got it. I'm gonna just crop it in a little bit. And let's put something right there on Wednesday. And put some tape on it. Looks like the tape is gonna fall off a little bit. Okay. I like this as far as I can see it. Yes. And then what I would do here is put a box. Let's style it. Let's grab a color. Let's grab that color. Let's see if it'll work. Yes, that's a good color, but let's make it a little more opaque, and let's give it an outline. Oh, it's not gonna do both. Or if I make the border size bigger, no, you can't see it, so we have to go like this unless I intend on making it a little more opaque. Let's see what I want to do. I would like for it to not cover up that box. Okay, and then I would like to duplicate it and what? Go back. Where's the, okay, there it is. So light. I will put my affirmation through there. I can see it enough. Let's, speaking of affirmations, pull that up. I am comfortable and satisfied with myself. That's actually a really good one. So let me make sure I am always, I should have brought some water in here. Reminding myself that I am comfortable with me. And that's all it needs to be. And then I actually want to move this to my text layer. Let me get to my text layer, and then I did change the font for that, but I always put my affirmations in Beautiful Barbies. I have yet to download new fonts. That's not what I want to do. I mean, well, it is, but I still want to do this. 2 lines. And then center them. And then resize it. And then what I will do is to make it bolder, not with, because there's so much going on in the background. I don't necessarily want to make it like a shadow or anything. I actually want it just darker. Okay, that should be good. And because I'm on the text layer, I can group all of that together. Okay. All right, and so I can still see that even if it's small. Okay. Got a woosah. My last call was actually a pleasant call. My coworker's last call, definitely not a last call. So I got home later than normal because, you know, the person on the phone might make you feel better, and we're in a room where there's, at the time where we work, well, the other room is like that too, quite honestly. There might only be 3 or 4 people working at the same time in our room at, you know, when it's time for us to get off. And so, you know, I just felt like I wanted to show my support for my teammates, because this and those people, doesn't matter where they calling from. If they pay for the service and they feel like they pay a lot for this service, they are very entitled. And I'm like, you could really stand to get over yourself. And you can't say that on the phone. I mean, like, if you're clever with words, you could say whatever you want to say to an extent. But just the entitlement is interesting. It's like, can't bump everybody else off the flight just to make sure you get a seat. Can't tell the airline to get you some flights faster. I will call the hotel, but you're not the only one canceling. You know, I can empathize with you, but you are going to have to show some grace in this situation because there's a lot going on and it's not only affecting just you. Like, many people are being affected. And yes, timing is of the essence. However, when I tell you what the timing is providing for what you need, and you can either agree with that or agree with the price, which you should know that the more things become scarce, the more they end up costing. Because, especially when demand is high. You should know that already. But no, people don't seem to have that as a priority when they are trying to get to wherever they need to go. You can't go through this airspace. You can't go through that airspace. And neither can you go through that airspace. So I am doing my best to locate some airspace for you to fly through while the world is at war. I can do my best to see which airlines are assisting to do their best. They are being redirected as well. So, we'll do our best. One more time, we'll do our best. And I hope that you don't feel like that's not good enough for you. The world is not going to kneel to you. It's just, we'll get you what we can, and hopefully you should know that the price is more than likely going up. I will look through a couple of these, but it would be nice if you can do some of the research as well. So once you do the research and you know exactly what it is that you want and that you can get, I'm not a miracle worker. I just work for a company who actually uses another company to assist with the issue that you're experiencing. So, yeah, okay, that was I have a job now rant. I'm back in the matrix. I don't know why, but I just am. And I'll be like, love, life, laughter, and levity for all. But sometimes I'll be like, you can hear it. The way my voice sounds right now is the way my voice sounds when I'm on the phone. My nose be getting all stuffed up. I can't blow it because it's like, anywho, I think I will leave the page like this. I don't feel like it needs more based on what I already have. And then I can just write on it whatever I feel like I want to write on it. But I don't have, the only thing I do pretty much every day is go to work. I do need to do some chores, but since I already know that, I don't need to memorize that. I could put it in there for the sake of putting it in there, because it definitely don't mean I'm gonna do it. I know I should be more accountable, but when the health calls, like, I'll be wanting to do it. But then the page is prettier when, to me, when it doesn't have additional stuff on it. It can have additional stuff on it. I will consider writing in it. Um, yes, I will consider writing in it during the week. If when I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, let me grab my iPad and work in my planner, then I will do that. If I feel like coming home from work and snatching off my hair before I take off my makeup, and planning a video just so that I can write in my planner, then perhaps I'll do that. But that's all I have for right now. I know it's difficult. I do know that it is difficult. I have a different perspective for being back at work. Um, Part of me wants to work from home because of my health, but then the other part of me is like, I really do enjoy some of the people that I've met there. Um, you know, we have a Sunday dinner. It seemed like Sunday dinner because I be fed like every Sunday. Come to work. You want a plate? Go get a plate. Like I like okay, and then always end up with way too much food, and I didn't make my own plate today though. But I'd be like, ooh, I want if they have like a potluck. I don't know. We shouldn't be trying everybody's food, but whatever. It's yeah. But I was like, I want to try this. I want to try this. I'm somebody who shouldn't try everybody's food, especially because technically I have a food allergy. No cinnamon, no ginger, no vinegar, and who knows what else. So, but anyway, it's some food. You said it's some food. Yeah, I want some food. Give me some food. Eating is one of my favorite pastimes. Stop playing. But yeah. So anyway, the whole point was I know that it can be difficult and challenging, especially with the way the world is right now. It is sheer chaos. You, I mean, ignorance is bliss, but no, it's really not anymore. You kind of have to know what's going on in the world so that you can have an understanding of what it is people are experiencing, what they're going through. I mean, I guess you can make your own assessment about how you feel, about how they feel. That's what we're going to do anyway. But maybe because some person is not in your shoes specifically, doesn't mean that they can't empathize or understand what it is you're going through. And since you know that, or even if you feel like they can't or aren't, you already know that. You don't have to take it personally. It's like the 4 agreements. Don't take it personally. It doesn't have anything to do with you, but everything to do with them. So, just like I know you getting on my nerves right now. I don't even think I had that many to begin with, and you just getting on whatever is left, however many is left, and I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. But as long as you can, again, when I say bring the laughter, bring it to yourself. If you can't make the situation light, then make sure that you keep your inner light shining. Don't let people get to you. We all a little kind of not trusting anymore. We don't trust, no one trusts anyone. Um, people don't trust one another. It's like we have been conditioned so long to not know our true selves that the opposite is true. I feel like we are all loving beings and we are all capable of being loving beings, but we're not that. We some of us might tell ourselves that, but when it comes down to it, the way you treat other people is the our governments are different. I don't know why do we let these people be in charge? Can I ask? You are not a compassionate person. Uh, who put you in charge? Like, are you really protecting people? What is going on? Tell me what's going on. You have to kill some people to protect some people. And believe me, I get it. There will be casualties of war, but you can find a different way to wage war. Is violence the only way to wage war? I mean, what is the purpose? Why can't we find a different purpose as humanity as opposed to making everybody else's lives miserable? I just want to know because not that I can't take it anymore. I do know how to make myself laugh. If I feel like it, I might make the situation a little bit lighter. But if you're getting on my last nerve, then again, I'm going to do some inner laughing at you. Uh, and I'm going to continue to be the loving, empathetic person, getting where you're coming from, that I worked on it, worked on being. So if you have an issue, that is your issue. My job is to assist with your issue to a certain extent. But if it's I don't even want to go as far as morality, but if it's a, psychological issue, a spiritual issue, life issue, my job is not, I don't get paid to go that deep. You need a flight, this is what I have in my system. You need a hotel, this is what I have in my system. You want to rent a car, I can only make a reservation for you. And the rest is up to those other companies to do whatever it is they do. If you want to cancel something, okay, I'll give it my best shot. They're not giving you your money back. It's non-refundable. That part of it, this job will definitely make you read some fine print. Like, you be so sure of yourself. I'm not going to cancel. I'm still going. Then something happens. Damn, I can't go. Damn, I didn't read the fine print when or I didn't want to pay the higher price to be able to cancel it. Just interesting stuff. I'm sure I would have that same mindset. I would go with the cheaper rate, non-refundable. I'm going. I'll be like, damn, this is why I be losing money on Frontier. Yeah. It's call directly. call the vendor directly. My job would say otherwise, but call the vendor directly. Anywho, it is far beyond my normal time for sleep, so I can tell that I'm getting loopy. And I did record this video, so I'm just gonna post it, no editing, just as if I were doing a live video, and call it a night. I hope that you guys enjoy your week. I'm not gonna make any promises because my videos don't have any engagement at the moment, which is why I should just start recording the video instead of doing lives. That's the main purpose. But it's, easier to do a live because no editing. But if I'm going to use this format, then that means I'm not going to edit it anyway. Also, I don't feel like making, what do you call that? A thumbnail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this image on the screen as the thumbnail, and that is all it's gonna say. That's the only thumbnail for this video. I don't feel like doing much more than that. So it's my bedtime. I will speak with you all when I speak with you all. I'm going to say thank you again for being. We can help you with that. We can help you with that, but we cannot help you with that.